Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Ben here, back with another countdown video. I was hanging out during Easter a couple weeks ago and thought, man, it'd be cool to put together an Easter egg video. So today, I'm gonna do just that. So without further ado, let's get into my top 12 Easter eggs of all time. Our first Easter egg on the list and laying its egg at number 12 is Laddersmith Gilligan in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3.
Come to see Owl Gilligan, have ya?
And when I say laying, you'll see why in just a minute. This one is particularly sweet because even though Laddersmith Gilligan provides you with some super sweet ladder services, by selling you short, medium, and long ladders that helps you descend to later areas in Dark Souls 2, he charges you 12,000 souls to reach one of the worst areas in the game. He also leads you to the areas such as the gutter, which in the first place is a dick move. Come on, it's dark, hard to see, and it has all these damn poison statues everywhere. And it's not like he's the nicest guy to you when he talks to you anyways, he's kind of a dick. So when it comes to this Easter egg and why it's so sweet in Dark Souls 3, once you reach the Profane Capital bonfire, you'll notice a body laying nearby. So right when you spawn in, just turn around and check out the nearby ladder and corpse. Ah, sweet, sweet justice. Karma got you this time, my friend. You and the gutter can go to hell.
I get such a warm feeling inside when I get the chance to help others.
Cracking its egg in at number 11 is Far Cry 5 and the Red Balloon. Unless you're scouring the whole entire map while playing the game, you're likely to miss this one. To find this Easter egg, just pull up your map, look to the southwest portion of the map, and just to the right of this weird looking symbol, just mark this bridge right here, you're good to go. Then select the nearest fast travel point. I went with Seed Ranch and chose airdrop. Once it loads up, just pull your chute, find your map marker, and start floating towards it. What you're looking for is a sewer pipe with something pretty unsettling floating nearby. Yeah, that's not creepy or anything. Let's go ahead and just blow that shit up. I did search around here for a bit, but I wasn't able to find any other clues of Pennywise lurking around. But I did find a nearby sewer pipe with someone's belongings in it. There was a lot of beer bottles and pizza laying around. So either this is a homeless man's home, or Pennywise is an alcoholic pizza lover.
What the hell? Watch out for that gun! Fucking hell! Look out! Need to reload!
Alright, up next, rotting itself away at number 10 is Dead Rising. There's actually two Easter eggs for this entry, so we got the secret title screen cutscene and the Mega Man Buster Gun. So to get the secret cutscene, you'll need to load up the game and just make sure you don't press start when it asks you to. Just sit on this title screen for at least 2 minutes. And there you go, it'll start playing a cutscene for you. It's a pretty good sized video too, it's like 5 minutes long. I feel like cinematics playing after the title screen sat there for a while is pretty normal nowadays, but back in the day this blew my mind. It's also pretty funny seeing these zombies animations now in 2021. They look like idiots. I always remembered how atmospheric this felt. My little Ben mind was digging this shit back in the day. So when it comes to the Mega Man Buster Gun Easter egg, this one will require a ton of work. What you'll need to do is kill off 53,594 zombies in one playthrough. I always wondered if this number was significant or it was just random, but while I was looking through the physical manual of the game, I noticed it's the exact number of the population in Willamette, Colorado, which is the setting for this game. That's a pretty cool detail. I like that. But once you've done it, just make sure you've completed the game at that point and get one of the endings. If you don't, the gun will not unlock. Just load up a new game or overtime mode and make your way back to the security room safe house. And there you go, there it is. This item is amazing. I don't know if you've ever tried to kill one of these stupid security officers later in the game with something like the machine gun that they drop, but it's a fucking nightmare. This gun fixes that big time. I can lay waste to these idiots in seconds now. Man, that's so satisfying. Hopping in at number 9 is Doom Eternal and Daisy the Rabbit. This one I casually ran into while playing through Doom Eternal. Within chapter 10, I was platforming down this area with blood and guts everywhere to turn around to see this cute-ass rabbit just hanging out. What the hell you doing here, man? You just seem so calm and content. I mean, what the hell are you, a zombie rabbit? Seeing the rabbit here reminded me that there was a painting within the Doomslayer's office as well, where he was holding the rabbit. And also within this office there's a cage and rabbit food. I didn't realize the Doomslayer had a soft side. I also remembered that I found a vinyl record collectible with a rabbit on it. This was in chapter 5 by the Super Gore's Nest. Then once you've collected this vinyl, it'll display later back at the Fortress of Doom, below the main level and just outside this door. This is where I thought it all ended, but Hugo Martin, the creative director at id, confirmed that Daisy the Rabbit could be found in every level. Yeah, every level within Doom Eternal. Now that's fucking awesome. I don't have personal footage outside the one that I found in chapter 10, but check out Dan Gaming's video where he breaks down the locations of Daisy throughout the game. I'll link it in the description. It's pretty damn cool. Alright, next up, and whisking its way into the number 8 spot, is Gears of War 3 and the hidden Mad World music on the Gridlock map. So, to understand this Easter egg, you gotta go all the way back to 2006, when Gears of War 1 was about to launch. Epic Games was running one of the greatest video game trailers of all time. I mean, this trailer was a thing of beauty. It combined Gears of War footage with the beautiful Gary Jules rendition of the Mad World song. It got me to buy Xbox 360 and Gears of War on day one. I even still have my limited collector's edition copy that comes in the middle case. It's definitely one of my favorite purchases over the years, and it quickly became one of my favorite franchises of all time. So for this Easter egg, you'll want to boot up Gears of War 3 and head to the multiplayer menu. First thing you want to do is choose Versus, go down to Private, make sure you select Execution so the round ends after 1 kill. Then change Rounds to Win as 2, so the match doesn't end after 1 round, but it'll end pretty quick. Change the number of bots to 1, and the difficulty to Casual. Then for map selection, make sure you select the host chooses. You don't want to be voting with the other bot or whatever. Hit A to start the game. Once it loads, choose the Gridlock map, of course. Hit Start to select the map. Then here, just choose any character or weapons, any of them work. Now just head to the other side and kill the other player. The one thing you want to make sure you avoid is shooting or destroying any of these Ash statues. If you do that, it'll cancel the whole thing. You can also die here as well, but who's a pansy like that? Oh shit. But anyways, the Easter egg will still work if you die. So now just wait for the next round to load and take a listen.
Now the fun begins.
It's fair to say that goosebumps have officially airdropped onto my skin. But seriously, this was so awesome back in the day. I remember when I first heard this, I was so excited. I also wanted to point out that they had different dialogue for every character depending on who you chose before the multiplayer match. So before I move on to the next entry, I'm just going to highlight some of them right here.
It's shit-kicking time!
Tick, 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 tick. We got all day. What you gonna do? You gonna move your ass or what, son? See you in hell.
Time to do some damage.
Glad to be on this team.
All right, let's do this!
Oh yeah, the bitch is back.
Ha ha! Oh yeah! Let's get him! This is for you, Anthony. So which idiot said he wanted to see some action for a change?
Uh-huh, come on. Go, go, go.
Hiding in the middle of the countdown at number 7 is Dying Light and the hidden Plants vs. Zombies map and Mario level. I'm going to show you how to get to both, but let's start with the Plants vs. Zombies level. So for this one, you'll need to be on the antenna map. So if you're in Old Town, find your way to the sewers. Once there, you'll want to run through this underground area and past a crap ton of zombies. Don't stop and fight, trust me, it'll take forever. Just run and make your way to the antenna tower. You'll want to begin going up the middle section, but there's going to be a ton of zombies here, so either clear them out or just try and run past them. So once you start platforming up, just look for stray ropes hanging around or just points that look like you can jump to it. As soon as you reach the top, you'll see some zip lines. Just choose the one that goes down to the southwest towards this canyon. Keep on this until it makes you fall. Find the next zip line and head across it. Don't drop off until it drops you onto the nearby rocks. And look down, and there you go. You got some random ass plant just chilling there. I'm not really sure how people found this in the first place, but man, respect to you. Now, let's find the Mario level. You'll want to head to the bottom left area of the Old Town map. Once there, you'll want to climb up this building from the backside, then jump across these roofs to the other side, and look for this chimney. You're going to see a little green pipe just chilling right inside there. You're not going to be able to interact with it until you jump up on top of the chimney, so just get up top, look down, and boom! You're transported right into a ghetto-ass looking Mario level. It's pretty awful to play, but it's a pretty awesome Easter egg. I just think it's funny that you can drop kick these dumbass mushrooms, and all the zombies on the sides are just running around like idiots.
I'll be back in a flash. Promise.
Alright, so at the sunny side of the countdown at number 6 is The Last of Us and Weston's Pharmacy. This one's probably familiar to those that have played The Last of Us prequel DLC, Left Behind. Within the first 15 minutes of Left Behind, you'll be put in control of Ellie, who's looking for some medicine for someone that I don't want to divulge on because it's a spoiler. But anyways, this happens pretty quickly, but Ellie will discover a store called Weston's Pharmacy.
Weston's Pharmacy. That sounds promising.
Well, in The Last of Us Part 2, you'll also find this same drugstore. This can be found close to the end of the Seraphites chapter as Ellie is getting close to the hospital. It will be just after you drop off this ladder into the water. Just head up out of the water, up towards the building, and there she is, Weston's Pharmacy. Also, in the Left Behind DLC, if you look around at the advertisements on the walls, you'll notice a Twitter handle with links to an actual Twitter account. I never saw this back then. I actually noticed this when I was capturing this footage. So when you pull up this Twitter page, it looks like they sent out their last tweet on September 26, 2013. Not sure really what happened, but must have been some technical difficulties or something. I was also able to find a website that they had live during this time, which built out the universe even more. It's not accessible anymore, so you have to use the Wayback Machine website so you can see what the website used to look like. Another thing I discovered while researching for this video was some people had actually found a Westons Pharmacy reference in Uncharted 4. So within Chapter 16 of Brothers Drake of Uncharted 4, you can pick up and look at a medicine bottle, which is prescribed through Weston's Pharmacy. That's pretty crazy if you ask me. They even managed to hide a Last of Us poster in the final chapter of Uncharted 4.
Here we go.
Alright, walking on eggshells at number 5 is the Evil Within Consequence DLC and the Secret Shade Dancing Scene. Now this is going to be the weirdest entry on the list, probably by far. So you're going to find this Easter egg within Chapter 3 of the Consequence DLC. It's about 30 minutes into the chapter. You'll be heading outside onto the top of some buildings and scaffolding. You'll see some cutscenes playing with buildings falling over, and it's immediately after the Sebastian and Joseph flashback. Just head inside and kill a couple zombies. Run up this hotel sign and enter the building. Once inside, head past this folder and you'll run into a working vending machine. So next, just interact with the vending machine at least 15 times. Once you've done that, head back to your left and walk towards this painting on the wall. Once close enough, the painting should fall off the wall and reveal a hole. Just walk up and interact with it. This stupid, frightening lady with a headlight on her head has been chasing you throughout the whole DLC, and she's fucking frightening. But here, she's just being a slut. I actually think I prefer this one. Whoever animated this at Tango, I'm sure they had a lot of fun with it. It's definitely one of the more funny Easter eggs I've ever seen.
You've got to be kidding me.
Alright, waking up at the crack of dawn at number 4 is Wolfenstein The New Order and the hidden Wolfenstein 3D retro level in Vault 101. I began this entry with a waking up egg pun because for this first Easter egg, you're going to need to go to sleep. Once BJ has reached chapter 7 of the game while in the base below the water fountains, BJ can head up to the top room and inspect this nearby mattress. It should say nightmare, just interact with it. Next, you'll be teleported into the first level of Wolfenstein 3D, but this is like in the new game engine. This one's actually a lot of fun. You can come back to it multiple times throughout the game. I ended up playing it like 4 times. It's the same thing every time, but it's still fun. You basically play through the whole level until you reach the elevator, and then BJ wakes up again. Now, for the Vault 101 Easter egg, you'll need to reach the hangar in the same level. The first time you can do this is after Anya requests that you retrieve some concrete samples with mold on them.
Can you look around here for a piece of exposed concrete that shows an outbreak of mold? It should be porous enough for you to cut me a sample.
Whatever you need.
Once you accept the mission, just head towards the hangar and head to the back left of the room. Look up and by golly, there's a vault door with 101 on it. This is definitely cool. If anyone's not familiar, this is a reference to Vault 101 in Fallout 3.
It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters. And no one ever leaves.
Alright guys, boiling its way in at number 3 is Fallout 4 and the Red Menace. Sticking with the Fallout vibe here, this Easter egg has taken up probably the most hours of my life and I still love it. It's not the hardest Easter egg to find, but you definitely will miss it if you're in a hurry. Within the first hour of starting Fallout 4, you'll wake up in Vault 111, completely lost and confused at what's going on. After a brief search of the vault and punching some roaches into oblivion.
Giant roaches? What the hell?
You'll run into a room with a random computer terminal. Within the terminal is some log entries, but the main thing you're looking for is the option to play tape. What loads up now is one of the funnest mini games in video game history, Red Menace. Red Menace is essentially a spiritual nod to Donkey Kong, which is probably why I love it so much. But for real, this game is legit fun. In a lot of ways, it's actually more polished than Donkey Kong and actually more fun. One of the main reasons I love this secret game cart is you can take it with you for the rest of the game. Just make sure when you're done playing, eject the cart before leaving. It should say at the top left that Red Menace has been added. All you'll need from here is your Pip-Boy. You might just be shooting guys and have the urge to just pull up your Pip-Boy and start Red Menace. There you go, you got some Red Menace arcade action at your fingertips. This is pretty much the Nintendo Switch of Easter eggs. Played at home or on the go. There you go.
In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog.
Alright, up next and scrambling its way in at the number 2 spot is Dark Souls and the Bird's Nest Easter egg. This is definitely going to be the most eggy of all the Easter eggs on this list. I mean, you're literally impersonating an egg. So to find this Easter egg, you'll need to reach the Firelink Shrine bonfire, head up to the right side of this area, and go into the elevator. Once the elevator starts going up, just jump back towards the Firelink Shrine, and you should land on a ledge. Then head over to the right here, and what you want to do next is get lined up with this wall and pillar. You won't need to jump here, you'll just need to roll onto it. Now just safely walk up this ledge, and just keep walking up until you reach the bird's nest. Once inside the nest, you'll see a prompt to curl up like a ball. I think they missed an opportunity here not saying egg, but I guess we'll curl up like a ball. Now just wait for 20 seconds and this big ass bird will deliver you to Easter egg goodness. And here you go, the bird has delivered you to the Northern Undead Asylum. This is basically the first level of the game, but you're entering from the end portion of that level. Next, you'll need to fight past some of these enemies, and then go inside the building, and then walk towards this floor that's totally not suspicious.
You like popsicles?
Well, sure.
Then you need to come on down to the cellar. I got a whole freezer full of popsicles.
And you're gonna fall down, and even though there's not popsicles down here, you're gonna be fighting the Stray Demon. Once you defeat him, you will receive 40,000 souls, a humanity, homeward bone, and a titanite slab. Not too shabby. After you get all the loot, just head up the ladder and drop through this window. You'll run into this stupid Black Knight, but you can just run past him if you want. This is the cell that you woke up in at the beginning of the game, but now you can pick up a peculiar doll. This is what you'll need to enter into the painted world of Ariamis. So really, the next step is just to reach Anne Orlando in the game, get to this painting on the wall, and interact with it once you have this doll. The thing about this painted world that's unique is you're not getting out of here until you get past the boss room and jump off the cliff. So strap in and get ready to fight your way out of this bad boy.
Alan, wake up. Shh, baby. Just another nightmare. Everything's fine. You dozed off.
Right. Anything more than dozed off would be news for everyone.
Cheer up, handsome. We're here.
Alright, we've reached the top of the countdown, so coming in at number 1, and the golden egg of the dozen, is Alan Wake and the Remedy Connected Universe. This one tops the list because it's a living, breathing entity of an Easter egg, and the mystery of it is always evolving with time. For years, mere mentions of Alan Wake in any game just felt like fan service for any Alan Wake fans out there. We've just been crushed with disappointment over sequels eluding us for years. We've seen references as far back as the Easter eggs within the House of Dreams blog post shared by Sam Lake back in 2012. But things didn't become as real as they did until Control came out.
I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
You will continuously find Alan Wake and Bright Falls references in case files throughout the game, which essentially confirm that Bright Falls was an AWE and takes place within the same universe as Jesse and Control. The defining moment, and when I knew that they were taking Alan Wake serious again, was when this Easter egg popped up. So to find this one, you want to fast travel to the upper Panopticon section of Control. Once here, just run across the bridge and jump up on this angled platform. Go up another level and look to the left of this bridge. You'll be able to see a wall broken down just to the left of this floor 5 opening. Just levitate over there and head inside. Head to the left and look for Unit 6. Just head up towards the display and this will happen.
I used to know where fiction ends and reality begins. Here, they're all the same. It's a hideous trap my every thought made real. Fear, desire. How can I ever know for sure I've escaped and not just lost in my own fantasy of it? That thought alone can drive you insane.
Now, if you're an Alan Wake fan, this probably gave you goosebumps. What this means, we aren't entirely sure yet, but Wake seems to be struggling with what's real and fantasy. But damn, does it feel good to hear Alan Wake again and see a visual of him. They also confirmed that the typewritten page is indeed written by Alan Wake on the same typewriter that was discovered in Bright Falls by the FBC in 2010. After you're done looking at that, you can also head over one unit to see the good old coffee thermos from Alan Wake. Supposedly this is an altar item, and any coffee poured inside will always be refreshing and strong. Now, I know there's a lot more Easter eggs and ties to Alan Wake in Control, and I'd love to break them down in an extensive video soon. Definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm thinking about doing a whole video about the whole Remedy connected universe, if you would like it, so let me know. And definitely subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss out on that. And let me know in the comments what your favorite Easter eggs of all time are. I know I missed a ton, and maybe I'll do a follow-up video sometime in the future with some extra Easter eggs that I wasn't able to include, but for now, these are my top 12, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more countdowns and game reviews, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.
Ma'am, I'm getting something on my terminal here, an AWE alert from Bright Falls, Washington, but it might be a glitch. The date's all wrong, a couple of years in the future.